While I don't know for sure what all of their motives are for destroying our foundational organic reserves, here are two things that I'm certain of. First, they have rolled out a thorough, multifaceted depopulation program spanning many societal domains that targets everyone from infants to seniors. The other is they are collapsing Earth's biosphere. This is the planned takedown of Earth's life support systems. Their methodical approach to this includes wildfires, a literal scorched earth tactic, releasing radiation into the environment with nuclear tests and staged disasters, stratospheric aerosol injection, and non-stop industrial pollution. As previously stated, I've determined that this protocol of biosphere disintegration that the repugnant, moneyed rulers of this planet have implemented was established by negative extraterrestrials. Something else I've noticed is they are hysterically polluting as much as they can as fast as possible. Presumably, they have a time limit. Regarding their terraformation mentality, I see two factors. They are logic and plans. By logic, I mean how, as citizens of this planet, they could rationalize setting off a mass extinction and actually follow through with it. I think that is sufficiently explained by some of the features of psychopathy, namely pronounced moral degeneracy, infantilism, hatred of purity, and estrangement from humanity and this planet. Then there are their plans. Regarding that, again, the totality of their motives is somewhat vague. Before I bring up some theories about why they are destroying the planet, I'll make this statement. We may never know. We may never know what all of their motives are. However, to recognize what's happening and take action to stop them, we don't need to. Okay, so here are some possible reasons for their destruction of Earth. Negative eugenics, depopulation. Negative eugenics runs through a lot of their schemes. When studying these environmental disasters and noticing the tremendous disease that they were causing, it was obvious to me that depopulation was also intertwined with these ecological strikes. Depopulation is absolutely critical to this anti-human mob. To them, it's vital to kill off those normal people who they perceive as genuine threats to their survival. It's also a biological necessity to impede and execute the children of those normal people in great numbers. Maybe they know about an impending global cataclysm, naturally or caused by them, that will result in societal collapse, an extended grid-down scenario. If something like that happens, they do not want people to survive. Raw materials keep you alive in a situation like that. So perhaps that's part of the reason for this pollution frenzy. Regarding pipelines, If the planet's crust shifted, that could trigger the explosion of highly volatile liquids and natural gas pipelines. Such pipelines explode often enough, causing property damage, injuries, deaths, evacuations, and displacement. And if these pipelines were in a populated community, then all people within the blast radius could be injured or killed. So that could serve as an improvised weapon of mass destruction. Or in the case of a hazardous liquid pipeline carrying some type of fuel or crude oil, if that pipeline was situated in or near sensitive regions, forests, rural areas, agricultural land, rivers, lakes, then it would contaminate those resources, eliminating those biological provisions that are needed for life. So in the case of pipelines and a crust upheaval, that would potentially mean instant mass destruction, injury, and death caused by the weapon's initial impact, followed by additional mass casualties by way of starvation and disease. It's also possible that these moneyed polluters anticipate a future where they lose control. For a long time, they had the advantage of influencing society from behind the scenes. Currently, many people have instant access to almost any kind of information, such as independent websites and social media. So nowadays it's more difficult for them to maintain a deception. Their unfolding plots are quickly revealed to the public. Most likely, this is frustrating them. Evidence has already surfaced linking some of these people to horrendous deeds. Yet, I suspect that what has been revealed is minor compared to their actual delinquency. Then there are the major historical lies. Maybe they know that it's only a matter of time before this information is common knowledge. I figure biosphere collapse would be a type of global reset. In Chapter 2, Ancient Ecological Warfare, we learned that early scorched earth tactics were sometimes done out of desperation by those facing inevitable doom. So it appears this would be part of their strategy to reset the field because they know that they are about to lose. Furthermore, if they are successful in rendering most of Earth's surface off limits, then this will make it easier for them to funnel the biologically compromised people left over from the ecological onslaught into habitats, perhaps climate controlled, where they can be easily managed. This pertains to the A2AD strategy that was covered in Chapter 9. Another benefit of this scenario is the evidence of their crimes against humanity and this planet could be more easily suppressed, maybe deleted. Speaking of their crimes, we'll scan through some of those in the next chapter.